We're really excited to have someone special here to join us. As we were talking about earlier on the panel, we worked extremely hard over the last 2 years, but especially this past year, on a bill here in California for industrial hemp, and came very, very close to getting that bill passed into law, and made a huge amount of progress here in the legislature, and all of that would not have been possible without a very special legislator here in California named Mark Leno, who worked extremely hard on this bill, and in my 6 years of working with Vetoed Hemp, worked harder than any other legislator I think that we've ever worked with through a difficult process, and he had excellent help on his staff, and I just can't say enough good things about him. We asked him to come out today so we could present him with this Vetoed Hemp Legislator of the Year Award, and this is for his dedicated and appreciation of his outstanding efforts to remove barriers to industrial hemp farming. Mark Leno, thank you very much.
Okay, if I don't use the mic, you can all hear me.
We can hear you.
Well, thank you very much. I will hang this on my wall with great pride. We had a lot of fun this year. You have to like the legislative process to begin with, and I'm a huge devotee of it. And for those of you who, and let me thank all of you for helping us, because we couldn't have done it alone. And of course, I know our hemp world is much larger than those in this room, and it's because it continues to grow and because people understand more and more the idiocy of existing law. I first came to learn about the wonders of hemp and also the craziness of our law reading a San Francisco Chronicle story. I can place it because I was my first year on the Board of Supervisors back in 1998. And I read this story and I thought, you mean there's a plant from which we make food, clothing, shelter, paper, fuel? It's all biodegradable products, grows without herbicides, fungicides, pesticides, with less water. And we're not jumping all over it? And this is just craziness. So then I tried to do something at the local level. We were thinking even making use of community gardens, of course, preempted by state law, preempted by federal law. But I did bring the city attorney in to see, is there anything that we can do? And the answer was not much. So when I got to Sacramento, knowing the good work of my predecessor, Assemblywoman Virginia Strom Martin, passing a resolution, moving things forward with a bill that unfortunately Ray Davis vetoed, I thought we should really give this a try. So it's been wonderful working with all of you, and it's for your future that we are doing this. We won't have a future.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm often asked, what's the most surprising fact of life in Sacramento? And the ready and sincere answer is the severity of the partisanship. My Republican colleagues think that my Democratic colleagues and I are completely, totally, absolutely out of our mind. They don't even understand what we're talking about. They think the legislation we want to move forward is just craziness. Of course, we think the same of them. The difference being that we're right and they're wrong. Which doesn't say a lot about accomplishing bipartisan accomplishments, but as you well know, part of our success this year was that I had a very brave and intelligent and well-informed Republican colleague, just happens to be probably the furthest to the right of all of my colleagues, Chuck DeVore, and I have enormous respect for him. We disagree on just about everything else. Don't think it doesn't pain me to hear him stand up and talk against our marriage equality bill in the meanest spirit. But somehow I can put that into a particular compartment in my mind and deal with him where I need him, and that was on this hemp bill. And he brought us a credibility that I could not bring to it. Unfortunately, and I think it speaks volumes, sad, but volumes about his Republican caucus, that he couldn't bring a single one of them along. And I know that he had to take a lot of ribbing and probably locker room kind of guy style joke. It's it's imbecilic. These people act like 5-year-olds. This is not to disparage children. And of course, on the Senate side, we were able to pick up 3. Of course, we will, in the governor's words, be back. We're going to reintroduce the bill, and we will start again. And I was hoping you might be able to help me because the thought just popped into my mind today as I was coming to see you all. I need to appropriately congratulate the governor. I worked in every way possible to defeat him, of course, but I now have to work with him, and I should send him something in congratulations. I want to send
What a hemp shirt.
not a hemp shirt. I want to send him a gift basket of a variety of hemp products. Just playfully reiterating the value of hemp, and they know it all. And politics in the Capitol, of course, with the election over now, might they have a different perspective. So present him with this great gift basket of hemp products with little notes saying, "Congratulations, Governor. Looking forward to working with you in the coming year." I know the audience to whom I'm speaking, but nonetheless, I just think I'm number one, I'm certain that hemp is going to be a big part of California's future. And we know that we are on solid legal ground moving this forward. There's no doubt of that. But just the whole concept, and I'm a small business guy, an entrepreneur myself, and so I just get jazzed with the possibilities, the endless possibilities. A near $300 million industry already, and we can't even grow it. Imagine the possibilities when we can grow it. People like David and others here are able to have a ready supply without having to worry about how much rain's falling in Canada and all of the transportation costs and the environmental degradation just through the transportation. And then there will be some geniuses among us, some of them maybe not even yet born, who's going to see, boy, we could do this with hemp and really create markets and factories and jobs and save family farms and the environment, everything all at once. It's really very exciting. So I couldn't do this without you, of course. You're there. I'm coming and going, but before I go, I very much would like to be able to accomplish this, and I think there's a good chance that we're going to be able to do so. Yes?
When you send the gift basket, can you find some way to get Arnold to say, "Message received"?
Please sign here. It's just a signature we're looking for.